Let me get rid of one of these. Wake
We're gonna have salsa.
Wilmington.
Wilmington.
There you go.
There we go.
I didn't think we was ever gonna
There
get there.
you are. Hey, come on over, brother.
You look tired.
You look like you're worn out. Look like you've been beat to a pulp. You've been beat?
I don't believe so.
Number 3.
Well, do you want them all on? Or you want that one off?
This one.
This one had a battery issue.
Oh, that one had a battery. You're like the third Mike Wallace I know.
Yeah.
So when you are, yeah. Because when you call me, it's like, okay, is it this? I got Salsa by your name now, Lou. So there's an old Mike Wallace that used to be on council. There's Mike Wallace, another Mike Wallace we've had here as a guest. He's a retired guy, athletic director. Used to be athletic director. Dean Thompson watching. JD, how are you? Good to see you guys. If you don't mind, hit that little share button when you get on. All right, well, we got some weather. I got a lot of news. So feel free to comment on any of the news, all right? Feel free. If there's anything that you go, I don't like that. All right, well, news, weather, first of all, weather, it's cold and rainy. Imagine that. Wilmington is officially now known as Seattle Midwest.
Seems like that.
Seattle Midwest, right here, baby. It's supposed to rain day, not get real warm, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday look really good. Friday, only 30% chance of rain. Saturday and Sunday, they're saying 70% chance of storm. So I'm assuming it's probably going to get hot.
Oh my God.
And then Saturday evening and Sunday evening, most likely, maybe some storms.
Yep.
But it's only Monday. So that means it'll change at least 2 or 3 times. At least 2 or 3, yeah. It's like yesterday, it was going to be nice, then it was going to rain, then it was going to be out of here in time. We actually did get both car shows in, but none of them were hugely attended. We had 40 on Saturday, 30 on Sunday, which I was happy with because of the weather. Car guys see bad weather, a lot of times they stay away. But anyhow, we got 40. Saturday for Rod's project. Seemed like it had a nice turnout with all the other stuff. I'm surprised you weren't out there Saturday for Rod's project.
No, I didn't. I just been busy making salsa.
Yeah, well, they had several food people out there. Box 14 was out there Saturday.
Doc was out there, but he was crabbing. He says, we didn't make any money.
Yeah, Doc was out there. Clinton Becker was out there. The Becker's Burgers. Robo Pizza was out there. And I said, when you coming back on the show? Hey, Neil Ronimus was out there also. Dark and gloomy. Yeah, up there. Neil Ronimus says, good morning from soggy Lynchburg area. So I think I would be saying Lynchburg area. I don't think you want to say you're from L.A. right now.
Not right now.
Yeah.
L.A. is burning down as we speak right now. And it makes no sense. You have these people rioting out there that have snuck into the country, waving their own country's flags because they want it out of there so bad, and burning and stamping on our flag. I'm sorry, but when
there were 5 police cars, I showed Jerry this morning, one after the other.
I could end this real quick. You know how you end this real quick? When you catch those guys on film, you got the tape, you have the judge right there, then you know what? Let's just get her done. Set the guillotine up and start chopping their damn heads off. And then guess what happens? You're not going to do that anymore.
You chop one head off,
It's going to. You know what? All it'd take would be 1 or 2 times.
you chop it off and put it up on a pike.
I think so.
Oh my God.
Hey, Some of these people, they would do it to us.
Welcome to LA.
They would do it to us in a heartput.
Wait till AI takes over.
They will do it to
There won't
us in
be
a
any of this.
heartbeat. Hey, Dennis Zerfus, how you doing? There you go. I'm gonna tell you, we'll put a little plug out for Dennis. $3 a dozen eggs right there. Plus, if you ever need any lawnmower repairs, folks, that's the man right there, Dennis Zerfus. Neil Ramos, Clinton County Fair. Yeah. I'm not telling you, LA. I'm just tired of some of the stuff. Hey, John.
John,
You're on break now. We need to get you back in here. Oh, yeah. Major League. John, love to have you back on.
I thought that was
But, because I tell you what, we're getting more. You know, you told us about AI last summer.
that's right.
And it was pretty incredible then. But just between now and then, it's gotten
it's
so
ramped
much. I look so excited. You get to watch
Sorry.
yourself there in the camera there, you know. Well, it's hard to smile with all that hair on your face, though, isn't it?
I guess so. Since you cut all yours off.
Yeah, see, I can see my smile. Yeah, there you go.
Makes him look younger.
It does. I've had a bunch of people say, hey, you look 20 years younger.
Yeah.
Now
You're not one of them.
he only looks 75.
I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not all here yet.
We'll wake him up.
You
folks.
reel me in.
We'll get him going here.
They told him it made him look younger. He shaves again before we can get a 5 o'clock shadow.
I'll schedule a day to blow you away with AI, gentlemen. Hey, let's. I think I got your phone number, but if not, I'll message you on Facebook or something. Yeah, we gotta get some people in now. Summer's here. We can get some people we don't normally get, cause school's out for summer. All right, stocks are up year to date. 5 out of the last 7 weeks have been winners. Woohoo!
Oh, your
Yeah.
stocks go up, Charlie?
I don't have any right now. S&P over 6,000, first time since. I shouldn't say it. I do have stocks, but
It's stock that's invested
Yeah.
for your retirement.
yes. So that's always good when it goes up because that usually means my retirement's going up a little bit.
Yeah.
Of course, I got one of them guaranteed things, so mine goes up regardless. Yeah, first time S&P's been over 6,000 since February, so that's good. NCAA new compensation framework for athletes. They're going to salary cap each school. Listen to this, folks. $20.5 million
my
that
God.
schools can pay their athletes now. $20.5 million salary cap. But roster limits come with it. You're only allowed so many kids on each team.
What do you
Which-
guys actually think about that?
What do I actually think about
I've
it?
been totally against it when it started. You know, it's just absolutely, you shouldn't be paying college athletes to play. You know, maybe there's some other way to compensate, I don't know, but it's ruining the sport. Betting, gambling is ruining the sport. We're gonna destroy college sports.
I think there could be basic stipends. I think your college education, number one, that's paid for.
Right?
Your room and board
Your books.
is paid for. Yeah,
Books are
books,
expensive. You can spend a lot of
room
money.
and board.
Food.
But also any kind of gear that needs to be taken care
Yeah,
of.
they should supply your
Yeah, maybe some kind of, maybe instead of money, offer them insurance policies.
That would be a good thing. See,
You
the
know.
thing- the thing that they're
In case they
thing
do
that
get
they're
hurt.
saying is they're
Right.
saying these schools are making the big schools.
Well, they
making
are.
millions
They
and
are.
They are.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out some way to say, okay, we're going to take some of that money that you're making, you're making such a gross amount of money, and put it some way back into
Give
students and their education.
stipends of
Yeah,
some sort.
Something.
Nothing,
So
not,
that the
nothing
schools are
out.
not making out like bandits, but the students are not being tempted by this.
Well, you got the NIL anyhow. It's a thing. So keep the NIL, I guess. But
I don't like the portal. I don't like NIL.
Oh, I definitely don't like the portal.
yeah, I don't like the portal either. Well, I like the portal kind of the way it used to be, Okay, well, that's fine. If you want to go to another school, that you got to set out a year. Remember, they used to make them set out a year, and that would stop a lot of that right there.
They're entering the portal like before the playoffs, or they're entering the portal, and then they're gone before the end of the year. It's crazy. It's
To me, I look at college like it's semi-pro anymore.
it is.
I mean,
It is.
They're not.
That's what
No, you're
There's
exactly
nothing-
right. That's the minor leagues.
Yeah.
minor leagues for
Sports.
the NFL.
All right. Speaking of sports, Carlos Alcaraz won the men's French Open yesterday. He's only like 22, 23.
Yeah, I've never heard
And
of
then Coco Gauff, with a United States girl, I think this was her first French Open win. And she's the same way. She's only 22, 23, something like that. So congratulations to them.
I've been watching pickleball all week.
Did you see how she got herself? She got herself built up for that. She pulled out this piece of paper, and she had it written on there a dozen times or more. I will win the French Open
So
2025.
She was using psychology.
Yeah,
Really?
and she had it written down.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
I'm telling you. And I used to play tennis. I enjoy tennis. But, of course, you can't play tennis going on
85 years old now. I was kidding.
So the point that I make
that's why she's trying to learn pickleball.
pickleball really is, to me, more exciting than tennis. And, it's really coming into its own. They talked about it.
We saw some people playing pickleball the other day.
Well, here's the thing. A pickleball court is half the size of a tennis
Right.
court. Okay? So you can obviously put more play in a smaller amount of space. The other thing is, as an athlete, you don't have to cover as big a court. So you're not running back and forth all over the place. And they play doubles, they play singles, and it's just like regular tennis and that.
Right.
There are some differences in the rules, but I think it's a lot more exciting. It's a lot faster, although in some ways it's slower because the way the paddle's designed and the ball itself, it's a slower thing. But I really think pickleball. I won't be shocked if they're playing it in high school and they're playing it at the college level here in the next year or two. 'Cause it's
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't either.
It's coming.
Yeah, I really didn't know the difference until he just explained it.
Yep. Chris Robinson says this fellow makes some really good salsa.
Pickleball, cornhole.
Thank you.
There you go. Chris Robinson, you and I need to talk because the next Cedar Creek show, I think, is yours. So we need to get together. All right. So, LA is on fire. 2,000 National Guardsmen are called up. And it's the first time the National Guard has been called up without a governor asking for it since when? When was the last time the National Guard was called up that a governor did not ask for it?
98,
Oh, longer than that.
78.
Longer than
I
that.
was trying to remember. I heard what president it was, and I can't remember. Was it wasn't Nixon?
No, it wasn't Nixon. It's before Nixon. I don't know if it was Kent State or not. That might be it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
1965. Was the last time National Guard was called up by that wasn't called up by the governor.
Right.
But obviously, if they hadn't brought in the National Guard, what would things be like right now?
Oh, it'd be worse.
Because
It'd
they
be
would've
worse.
burnt down half the city.
And Gavin Newsom, I've heard him say a few words, and yeah, he's against everybody doing the stupid stuff that they're doing, but he didn't think we needed the National Guard yet. But from
Well,
what I saw,
Yeah.
they needed the National Guard.
And
Well, they've already lost the Palisades and all the houses and all that from the
Right.
fires. Now they're burning down the city. I mean, what's going to be left for anyone living in California?
I'll tell you what I would do is go just north of San Diego and start my wall there. And just wall in just north of LA. Keep San Diego and keep well, I don't even know how to keep San Francisco. Go up north of San Francisco, put your wall in there and make that, Western California. And then you got,
Well, there's part of
Smart
California, that wants
California.
to leave California anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're the more conservative and
I think it's time.
the big problem you've got, if you talk about conservatism in California, is Orange County, which is where Disney World or Disneyland, that's very conservative, and it's right in the middle. It's between.
Well, you could still count that as part of San Diego. Well, you can put the wall before you get to Anaheim. Anaheim's a nice area. It's south of LA, isn't it? I think, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that San Diego County is still fairly liberal.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, it is and isn't, because there's a lot of military there.
I think
A lot of military down there.
Charlie, is you may have to just start the wall on the eastern border of California and go up above San Francisco and wall it off to the ocean.
You know what?
You still have
There was a movie. Remember that movie?
Escape from LA.
Yeah. Well, Escape from New York, Escape from LA.
New York, Escape from LA.
Yeah, remember they just walled the whole city off. That's what. Hey, I could almost see something like that happening out there. They're nuts out there.
You know if National Guard can't, you know who they're sending in next?
The Marines.
The Marines are going in next.
Baby.
Yeah. So the question will be, if you are the radicals in California, do you want that to happen? Because then it makes the government look even more oppressive. Force their hand, force them to bring in the Marines. To actually have a military.
That might play into the Democrats' hand.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Right now they're saying that this does not help the Democrats one iota. There's nothing about this.
Make Trump look like Hitler.
Well, the Democratic Party's a mess. It is.
The whole country's a mess right now.
It is a mess.
The whole country. You're right.
We have never ever been so divided.
Divided, yes.
And it's not
not good.
It's not about any nationality. It's not about where your roots are or where you come from. We have to be Americans. And the problem is that we have so many divisive things going on, and everybody's taking the opposite and radical side. There's no meeting in the middle anymore about anything.
And that's where we need to be. There are a lot of good politicians out there that want to work together with the other side, but they're just so polarized, it's not happening. We're late for a break. We'll take a little break. I'll give Mike a chance to get his salsa out, and we're going to finish the news, then we're going to get right into the salsa. Dude, if you're going to come on here, you got to smile a little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm exhausted. I'm so sorry. I'm so exhausted.
You got batteries back here to charge
Are
up.
animals using your house as their new home?
I was
Spring
in the
is around the
hospital.
corner, and so is birthing season for wildlife. Give us a call today if you are hearing noises in your attic or under your house. Here at Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, we can take care of your wildlife removal needs and repairs. Nuisance wildlife can be very destructive to your house, such as chewing on or through electrical wiring and much more. Call us today to book an appointment for inspection at 937-302-6372. We strike back.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Forget the clown princes of basketball, the Harlem Globetrotters. There's a new all-star, family-friendly comedy polo team taking the sporting entertainment world by storm. The Equine Trots.
Bringing their highfalutin, high-kicking, mallet-swinging, horsey hijinks to an equestrian center near you.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. Made up stories just like these.
As well as real news about what's coming to the Murphy.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
On the Murphy Report. News the way it's meant to be delivered.
In less than 30 minutes, or it's free.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
Amanda, my buddy Sam was recently tossed from his own horsey all the way across the arena, landed in a soft bale of hay right next to another horse that was already asleep.
Oh my, that sounds dangerous. What's his condition?
Stable.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. City Council surprisingly votes 4-3, banning citizens from dressing up their puppies.
mere days before the local kennel club's National Puppy Jamboree.
It's a canine conundrum.
And City Hall has blood on its paws.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Feel-good stories we make up just for you every Monday morning, plus the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater in Wilmington, Ohio on The Murphy Report.
Your mistrusted name in made-up news.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Amanda, but I dress up both of my dogs, Claire and Wally.
Oh, let me guess. Bonnie and Clyde.
Nope.
Abbott and Costello.
Nope.
Mickey and Minnie.
Ah, close. William Gibbs McAdoo and the first of his 3 wives, Sarah Hazelhurst Fleming.
Of course, the Treasury Secretary under Woodrow Wilson.
And his wife. The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
3,
1.
2. Oh, he didn't make it.
I cut it just a little bit.
Oh, just a little bit.
That's all right.
That's what his doctor said too. Okay.
That's what happened.
His doctor said just cut it just a little bit
Yeah.
short.
We're gonna,
All right.
we're gonna have to cut this short. Uh-oh.
All right, we got the salsa, but we're going to get through one more news and we'll get to the salsa, although I'm ready to get into it right now. Trade talks with U.S. and China start today in London. They're both bringing their wish list. Ease export controls, jet engines for China, technology. Treasury Secretary Besant, I like him. Have you ever heard him talk much? I mean, he's very straightforward, very professional, and anytime a reporter tries to back him in the corner, he just is very. He's very exquisite about the way he puts them down. He's just like, he's not like the one guy Trump has, the bald guy that just he goes out and rips them apart. Not Holman, though, the thinner guy that's like his chief of staff. You know who I'm talking about? Scott something too, I think. Yeah, that guy, he's just brutal.
Chief of staff.
Yeah, he's brutal. Now this guy, he's very professorish looking, very, and that's the way he comes off. Like, I'm smarter than you. Just listen to me.
Although I don't like everything that he says, the politician that to me really is impressive is the Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah.
You heard the man talk?
Yeah.
He really
Eloquent.
and he comes across.
That's the way Obama was. Obama was very eloquent.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You know, while he's stabbing you in the back,
Yeah.
he's just
With a smile on
he's
his face.
smiling
Yeah.
in his face. Yeah.
But one thing I learned about Besant today, and I didn't know this, was I guess him and Musk got in a little physical altercation.
Well, Musk ended up with a black eye, I think.
Really? Yeah. And
Really?
Everybody was wondering where the black eye that Musk, where it came from. Someone said it was the.
I'd say his son could have done it too.
Macron's wife that smacked Musk.
But you see that? She smacked Macron the other day getting out of the airplane.
But you got to remember, they say she's like Michelle Obama, and that is that she's got a lot more.
Yeah, girth.
White chromosomes than she does.
Girth.
Or X chromosomes.
I'm trying to be
Which
nice
is it?
about it.
Y is the male chromosome.
A lot more girth.
Yeah.
But supposedly Michelle Obama was looking good here lately. That's what I heard. Slim down. Anyhow, that's some of the news. Got a couple more things here. Massive military parade. We're going to do our North Korea, China impersonation on Saturday. Massive military parade in Washington, D.C., which is also, what's Saturday, guys? What day is it Saturday?
June, whatever.
Saturday
14th.
June 14th.
Flag Day.
Flag Day, yeah. Flag Day. Father's Day Sunday.
But didn't they say something about, I don't know when Trump's birthday, they were acting like he was.
Oh, is this his birthday
They were
too?
using it for his birthday celebration.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Gosh.
Britain, a yacht was captured by Israel. They were supposedly bringing in things for the Gaza Strip people, and they
This was from Great Britain?
they detained Greta Thunberg,
Oh, yeah.
who was on the ship. Yeah.
She's trying to make herself relevant again.
I guess so. More news stuff coming out this week. How to Train Your Dragon, new movie coming out Friday. Goodyear blimp turns 100 years old this week. In 1925, it had its maiden flights. In World War II, it was used to keep an eye on our Navy ships, which I didn't know that. And then 1955 was the first time it was used for a sporting event. Let's see what else we got.
There's more than one Goodyear.
Right, there are. But you know what? There are less Goodyear blimp pilots than there is
Blimps?
astronauts.
What do you think's more iconic, the Goodyear blimp or the Oscar Mayer hot dog mobile?
Oh, probably the Goodyear blimp. They both are cool, though.
Right.
Both are cool. What do you
Well, they
think?
had those hot dog races.
I don't know. I've always wondered that, so I thought I'd ask
You
you.
being a food guy, I'm sure you're going to say the hot dog. I bet the salsa would be good on hot
I
dogs.
bet,
Yeah, Doc Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him talked about doing a salsa dog.
Yeah, I think you should. Yeah,
You gotta collaborate
I think you
Yeah.
should.
and do a salsa dog. Yeah.
He made me one with my salsa and some Fritos on it. It was
I
pretty
bet
good.
it was good. I bet
He's
that
very
would be
creative.
good.
He's very creative.
Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Is that it? No. One last thing. I guess there's a large egg recall right now. 79 people in several different
So they're not
states.
recalling small eggs, they're just recalling.
I knew it.
Right, just large. Well,
I knew it.
They've got salmonella. People are getting salmonella from it. So we got Papa. Now, do you like to go by Mike Wallace or Papa Miguel?
Kevin Martin giving you the plug here.
Yeah, Kevin Martin's putting your Facebook page on there.
Papa Miguel's.
Papa Miguel, salsa, baby, right
It's
here.
kind of crazy. Me and my wife was just talking, like, if we ever changed our business name, it would be the Salsa Guy. Because every time I walk into a store, I'm like the most famous poor person in Cincinnati right now.
The most famous poor person.
Yeah.
I might argue with you on that.
Every time I walk into like Walmart or Kroger, be like, hey, it's the Salsa Guy. So it's,
Buy some.
I know, right?
Well, you could do what Clinton Becker, a couple of years back, used to have these cardboard cutouts of him.
Yeah, the salsa guy.
You need to have
They
one
got all
with your
tore up.
salsa. You get these cardboard cutouts, and he had it like in front of the pretzel place there.
At Walmart, yeah.
You put them in different places, or maybe even next to where your stand is. Like if you're in a store and you got a display, you have your salsa cutout right next to it. Well, it's the salsa, not the chips.
Well, I'm getting ready to take the first dip.
Right.
I already did. It was good.
You already took one?
Yeah.
And it's, it's made with dill pickle. So like always, it's a really big dill.
Mr. Pickle. We got the guy for you.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's a guy comes here on Thursdays, and he lost a bet a couple weeks ago. So he had to wear his pickle outfit.
Oh, yeah.
The whole show here,
Dill pickle.
and the whole show I do on Thursday nights up there in Sabina. Ho, ho, ho. You can smell it. Oh, it smells good.
I think Charlie's getting a little dramatic.
I like it. No, I'm trying to get the smell to come over the microphone to
Charlie,
you
it's not
guys.
wine, it's salsa.
But it's good. Rick, did you get one?
Not yet. I've never tried it. I'm going to try it today.
You have never tried it?
Nope, never tried it. Well, you've been on before, but I just never.
I have to do the mild salsa because I'm a wimp.
Yeah, he wants to know.
I'll admit it. And this is my own. I'll pay you for this.
Yeah, we have mild, hot, and ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper.
I found a way with the ghost pepper to give it the flavor, and then you get the heat 30 seconds later, and then it dissipates.
Oh, I hate you. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. I mean, no, not me.
Hey, this isn't so bad.
Wow, I know. This is, I tell you, the mile's nice though, because it's what, 8:31 in the morning, and I can eat this, and it's like no biggie. It's great.
A lot of breakfast people like getting the mild and putting it on eggs.
I like that.
I can see that
I
being
like
really
salsa
good on eggs.
Yeah.
That's true. That would be a good idea.
Becker is serving breakfast a couple days a week now.
Yeah, I seen that.
Well, you may want to talk to him about collaboration there.
Yeah, I've messaged them.
Now, you wanted to know about 4th of July.
Yes.
I found out what we're going to do. It looks like. Now, this isn't set 100% in stone, but the concrete's being stirred. You know what I mean? We're pretty close. He's going to do a food truck rally out at Dove Church parking lot that night.
Okay.
So,
So they're not going to do it at the park like last year?
no. He thinks it'll be, just, and that's a good view out there, fireworks. Plus, you don't have the deal with all the people up there. And a
The
lot,
fireworks are at the
they were at the park last year. Last year.
This year they're going to be at the. Aren't they going to be over at the fairgrounds?
I assumed they were going to be at the park again, but I don't know that with any degree of accuracy.
It's going to have a food truck rally at Dove Church.
That's the thinking, yeah. 4:30 to 8:30.
You ever seen that parking lot at 4th of July?
That's the whole point.
Ah,
That's the whole point.
people won't even be able to. That's crazy.
I loved doing that event last year. It was a lot of fun for me.
Yep. Now,
Of course, I was right across from you, so that makes it fun.
we had
right?
fun, yeah. Nice salsa.
Yeah, yeah.
Good,
Suck up. That
good
was-
stuff. Ah. No, I tell you what, it's good stuff. If you never had it, where are you going to be setting up next?
So this Saturday, I'm going to be at the Ohio Renaissance Festival. We're doing Celtic Fest, and that's a 1-day event, but that's usually a pretty good turnout. But the one that I'm really excited for is next weekend. We're going to be at Austin Landing in Dayton.
Yeah, there's a big thing going on.
We're doing the Pickle Festival. So last year when we did it, it was the longest line I've ever had, and it was. But then it started lightning and thunderstorm, and it just ruined everything.
Yeah.
But so this year, so I've been promoting and promoting and promoting.
So the Pickle Festival is next weekend.
Yeah.
So what's that date?
The 21st.
21st?
Aren't we supposed to get rain again on Saturday?
No, that's a week from this Saturday. No, that he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really hoping there's no rain at all, because it would have been a different animal.
Now, are these sweet pickles or dill pickles?
All pickles, right?
All pickles.
All pickles.
All pickles are created equal.
Uncle Punky, we need to tell him about that.
Yeah.
You can walk around.
So I got a festival, except for 4th of July week, every weekend from now until October, till Halloween time.
Saturday and Sunday, or
Yes.
so you're looking for stuff through the weekend, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know they're having a food truck rally the 27th, right?
Yeah, I really need to get down and talk to
Is that a pickle
Clinton.
on there, or is that an eggplant?
That's a pickle.
Oh, all right. Just check.
They have this thing at the Pickle Fest I had last year. It was delicious. They took a huge pickle, they hollow out the middle. It almost looks like a hot dog bun, and they put seasoned pork and cheese and sesame seeds on the pickle.
Yeah?
I wasn't gonna try it, but there was like so many people walking around with them. It was so good. It
Really?
was so good.
One of them big pickles.
That was like about this big.
So it's a big dill pickle,
Right.
hollowed out,
Right.
and then it's got pulled pork
Yes.
and
And it had like cheese and sesame seeds on it.
sesame seeds.
It was
That sounds interesting.
Huh.
So it's like you get the spice from the meat, and then when you bit into the pickle, it was so good, man.
It's a little tart once you get
Yeah.
the pickle. It's a dill pickle, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes.
There's Stephanie Morton, the goddess of cookies. There we go. How you doing, Stephanie? She brought her husband brought in her cookies last Friday. Man, chocolate chip, butterscotch, salt on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
My,
I'm a cookie person too.
you love them.
Yeah, about 60% of the show is food.
There's a reason for that. We're past time for a break again, aren't we?
Well, you've been feeding your face, Charlie.
Well, and that's why I want to take a break, so I need some more. So we'll be back here in just a couple minutes.
Roller Haven is located
How
at
come I'm the only one
1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481 and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
You might want to think twice before putting forth any effort in improving your station in life. Why, being all it's cracked up to be turns out not to be all it's cracked up to be.
Just ask the Liberty Bell.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up news you didn't know you needed to know, including all the latest real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in Wilmington, Ohio.
With the Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel with a new news report every Monday morning.
On a somewhat related note, Amanda, in my youth, I was once referred to as all that and a bag of chips.
I imagine nowadays you're referred to as all that and an extra large bag of chips. Fried in lard.
Absolutely. The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. Dough nuts. Getting a makeover and a name change.
it's every baker's nightmare. Buckling to the snowflake social media pressure, America's tasty glazed treats will now be known as doughy, emotionally compromised yeast rings.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Why wait for real news when you can get all the made-up news you need?
Along with the facts about Ohio's hometown theater, the Murphy.
On the Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
I have tried so hard to cut back on my daily doughy, emotionally compromised yeast rings intake.
Really, Steve? No one has noticed. And I mean no one.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Let's get personal. Personal. Let's get personal. Personal. Sundays, fun days, 5 to 8. Starting. Do we have a start date yet?
No.
Trying to get this fiber
It's
straightened
all
out.
whenever. Well, the fiber we're gonna probably terminate today. I'm gonna call them and tell them if they can't install it in our studio upstairs, that we'll wait for one of the other fiber companies to. But that won't stop us from starting. We're gonna get our studio finished so we can broadcast from our studio rather than from the production studio.
Okay.
It'll be a little easier for us to get the right camera angles and all that. And the only problem, the fiber, the real thing about the fiber is we can remotely bring people in with the fiber. We don't have enough bandwidth to be able to have someone come on like in several boxes. You know, you got
Right.
3 people. We can't do that. That requires too much bandwidth. But one-on-one, you know, just actually broadcasting the show, that's not an issue. So we'll hopefully get that. But we do have some good news about Wake Up Washington Courthouse.
Okay.
And so it looks like we're putting the deal together with a very popular coffee company in Washington Courthouse to actually do the show within the confines of their business. And we stopped and we talked with a couple of other people that we have done sports broadcasts with.
Right.
We're getting Campus Nation all set up for the
Buckeyes.
for the fall sports schedule as well. Yeah, the Buckeyes, we'll have to take a trip to Columbus. We've got some people up there that usually sponsor the Buckeyes broadcast.
That's the time to do it now. Yeah.
Now's the time. Yeah.
All right, Matt Beamer. Yeah, we may have to change Raisin Brands. We may have to go to the generic Raisin Brand because Raisin Brand they got in, it's not working. Fiber. Get it?
Gotcha.
The biggest problem is the wireless units that they give us, what they call a mesh system, drops off after about 30 feet. Well, that's fine if you are in a house because your rooms are right next to each other.
Right.
So you can put one in each room and have a nice system. But the problem in something like a commercial building or here in the theater, the distance from where the one unit is located and even Charlie's here is probably 50 feet. So, you can't get the bandwidth across the hall that we need to. And there's no way to put something closer. So the bottom line is it's just not designed well.
Doc Schuessler is on, and Doc Schuessler, I heard that we're going to have a gorgeous Nathan's hot dog covered with salsa and Fritos as a new offering at Doc's Dogs with this great Papa Miguel salsa. Is that right?
Well, we talked about it. It isn't a for sure thing.
I tell you what, I'd try one. So Doc Schuessler, when do you want to come in? You let me know.
This is the Papa.
Yep, is that the Papa? That's him right there, Papa Miguel.
Yeah. He's right there in the flesh.
Yep, he's trying to wake up still though. I tried to get him to smile 3 or 4 times this morning.
I've been.
And Doc Schuessler, this man is from Detroit.
Yes, we're both
Your
from
neck of the
Detroit.
woods. Doc's always talking about Detroit and how he loves Detroit. And, we've got another Detroiter right here.
Every time we talk, he's always, us Detroit boys got to stick together.
Yeah, you do.
Well, speaking of which, Kiss Tribute Strutter is going to be here live Friday night down at I don't know where they're at, but they're downtown there somewhere. Yeah, but I think it's going to be on Sugar Tree again.
Yeah. The
And the Convention and Visitors Bureau got a little thing going on. Tell us your favorite Kiss song. They're going to give a couple free tickets away to a concert here. And yeah, and I put for my favorite Kiss song. You like this?
There you go. What up, dog?
Detroit Rock City. Kiss. You Detroit guys, I thought you'd like that.
Yeah. No,
You don't care.
I love Kiss.
You like that song? What's your favorite Kiss song?
Probably that one.
Detroit Rock City?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great song.
There was a on it's a story channel on I was watching.
There's a story channel?
Yeah. And well, there's a lot of things on there that they do different stuff. It was all yesterday. It was all the complete story of Kiss from start to. I never figured I'd
Did it
ever
have
watch
their
it.
first kiss?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I never figured I'd ever watch anything like that, but I did. It was
Hey.
kind of interesting.
I bet it was.
I used to watch this show where Gene Simmons would sell off his memorabilia, but
Yeah.
he would have people go out and find his memorabilia. It was pretty interesting.
Right.
That would be. Of course, he's got his own band now. He's out touring with. He's even showing up at Comic Cons. You can get his autograph and picture with him for like $150.
What I thought was really, really strange was they did 3 studio albums, and they flopped. Until they did a live album, was the first album that they got anywhere.
There are some bands that are much better live. Are you trying to figure out what he was saying?
Yeah, are you?
What?
No.
Billy
When Billy
Thompson.
says something,
I don't know what you're talking about, brother, but that's all right. Keep watching. Yeah, something about he lying. I think he's calling you a liar, Rick.
He says the building, sorry, Hot Ray, Billy, Thompson, Charlie, Eli, and right now. Yep.
I think he thinks your fiber should work better.
My fiber. should
Yeah.
work better.
So
Why does he own stock in Omni?
I guess
Okay. Billy, you didn't tell me that.
I want to make sure Stephanie Morton saw Cheyenne Duggan's post about how I order some and they are magically delicious. That
Sounds like that's
that is an ad.
copyright infringement.
Eminem is my son. He does not know yet. Okay, all right.
Jeff, he's crazy.
Is it
Oh.
the plain or peanuts one, Jeff?
Yeah. Plain or just peanut butter ones. Hey, there you go. Salsa M&Ms. I'm just kidding. And the hot dogs. That wouldn't be very good. But other stuff going on this week. we're doing a little car show out at Maple Grove Campground. I need to get Joel on here this
Now, where's
week.
that off of? Is that off of,
It's back there. Yeah, it's off Prairie.
Prairie
Thank
Road?
you. Yeah. 12:30 to 4 Saturday. And then we got to be in Hillsborough at 5. We're doing a wedding. But not a wedding, but a birthday party. Then Sunday, Father's Day, we're going to be at Fayetteville, the DJ service for Father's Day car show. And that's also Jerry's birthday that day. Now, your birthday's when, Rick?
the 22nd.
22nd.
You know, it's interesting because,
Week apart.
with the birthdays, the way they work, obviously, they're not on the same day every year.
Right.
Whereas Father's Day is on the same day. And so when Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And so the year I was born, I don't know whether it was actually Father's Day that day or whether Father's Day was the next day. I was one day off, or as far as from Father's Day. So that was his Father's Day gift again. I don't know whether he would have looked back and said
Our
that.
next
now or
guest
not.
is outside, but he can't figure out where to come in.
Who is somebody out there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
No, it's the guy that I invited.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
His name's John.
Tell him to come in.
That's Stephanie's husband, the one I was telling you guys about.
Okay.
Stephanie. So he's Iranian? Is he Iranian too?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Well, we'll get him in here and then have him come on after the next break. That sounds good. If you've never had this salsa, we haven't talked much salsa. We're going to talk more salsa here. It is absolutely great. It's got pickle. And you got all kinds of stuff in this, though.
Yes.
I mean,
Well, you can't reveal the secret ingredient, Charlie. There is a secret ingredient that he cannot reveal.
tomatoes, jalapenos, onion, garlic powder, cumin, oregano, chili powder, salt, pepper, banana peppers. How you doing? And dill pickle.
Yep, it's a really big deal around here.
Is there any secret ingredients you can put on there?
He can't tell you.
No, I mean you can
It's,
say yes or no.
No, it's but you have to know the way that I make it, or it won't come out right.
And it's
Ah,
always fresh.
Always fresh.
Always fresh.
but you got some places where people can just go buy this, don't you?
Yeah, the Half Day Cafe in Mason, and I'm trying to up my platform this year, but November 1st is my date to start shipping.
Now, when you prepare
Really?
this and you take it out to be sold and you have it on displays, is it always refrigerated or is it not?
Yeah, it's always refrigerated, so when I transport it, it'll be in a cooler to where I got it to be, and most of the festivals that I do at, I either have a generator or a plug-in spot for my refrigerated cooler. I tried to do it the other way, like, you cook the salsa and then, but it changes the way that it tastes, and I didn't want to do that.
It's some good stuff here. I'm telling you, it's some good stuff.
Once Charlie gets started, he can't stop now.
Oh, I know. I'm
Morning,
into it.
Karen.
Darren, how you doing? There's a place in Sabina that you might be able to put some in there weekly. It wouldn't be probably a whole lot, but
You want to hear something crazy what happened to me?
fresh pizza and
In
cream.
Sabina?
No, Dave Chappelle contacted me about my salsa.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it was kind of crazy.
So you gonna do something with him?
I'm hoping.
That would help.
Well, your people talking to his people or what?
Yeah.
Kind of something like that.
He can talk to me.
But I guess he's got a comedy club in Yellow Springs.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's from Yellow Springs.
I didn't know that till just recently.
Yeah, he's from Yellow Springs. In fact, I think he's building a new one or something. There's something.
He comes home every summer, I know. To I think he does some shows up there. Jerry, you're being awful quiet this morning.
Yes, I am.
Why are you being quiet?
He was eating there for a while, but now
Yeah.
he's probably
I don't know.
digesting.
I'm only going to be here with you a few more minutes,
He's got to leave early today.
I didn't know that.
I got a doctor's appointment.
Oh, do you? Well, good luck with that.
I'm kind of like Rick this morning. I'm kind of sitting here in pain, so I just keep my mouth shut.
But are you going to talk to him about your shoulder?
No, I go to the cardiologist today.
Oh, fun. Well, tell him not to cut it short.
My gosh.
Yeah, That's
Well, that'll work out well because
that was a mistake I made when I went to
Jerry will
urologist. I
exit
didn't
and
know.
our new guest will enter.
Yeah. So you have a doctor's appointment here in Wilmington, or where at? Okay. Dr. Wright?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tell Dr. Wright I said hello.
Except I see Jason.
He probably won't see me.
So you both go to the same cardiologist?
I haven't been there in 3 or 4 years. Used to, yeah. Used to. I go to.
I have to go on a regular schedule.
I go to Gupta out there when I go, but I just said, put me on pills. If I live till I get on Medicare, I'll come back.
Is that the Gupta that's on CNN?
No,
No.
Related?
Different Gupta?
I don't think they're related now.
What's the other guy's name? Sanjay Gupta or something?
Yeah, he's a doctor too, isn't he?
Yes.
Maybe it has to be a thing.
Good luck with your doctor's appointment, Jerry.
Oh, I got some people out there that care about you.
Oh, yeah. Karen. Yeah.
That's why he has to go to the doctor. No, I'm just kidding.
Is that true, Karen? Those elevated heart levels?
Thank you, Karen, for your concern. You can see there's none around here.
Gosh.
Joe Davis,
Davis.
that's better than Dr. Wrong. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's plenty of Dr. Wrongs out
I
there.
thought that said for a minute, Dr. Wong.
I thought it did too. That's scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's scary. Sound like somebody's rocking and rolling there.
Doing
Something out
something
in
back
the
out
hall?
there. Yeah, they're doing something out there.
Oh, they're working out in the hall
Well,
today.
they may be cleaning up the set and all that from, because there are people out in the lobby.
Lobby. How was the ballet?
Really good. Really good.
Well, if you're getting ready to leave, why don't you give us a little this day in history before you leave?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were getting ready to
Party
leave.
and shot, Jerry.
Yeah, parting shot.
Now, do you have the details today?
No,
Oh,
there are no details.
no details?
I'll disappoint you before we start.
Okay.
But talking about the,
Not even a little detail?
I don't know whether I had any or not. You just have to ask.
Okay.
No, but the ballet, my granddaughter was excited, but she was,
Oh, I bet.
yeah. And then the lady that was in here, we met her after the ballet, and it was so funny because the lady remembered her name,
Oh, wow.
and she's like, you know,
Yeah.
said she knew who I was, and I said, yeah, but
Yeah.
it was
It
good.
was very impressive.
It was good. It was good.
Oh, did you watch it?
No, I was in Sunday before our Let's Get Personal meeting, and I was watching a little bit of it. It was really, it was nice.
They actually needed somebody to fill in for one scene, and Rick put on his tights and away went.
No, did you? You put on your tights, Rick, and go in for one scene?
That's why his back's bothering him today.
I would like to see that.
I'm
Rick
glad
and
I wasn't
tights.
here.
No. You gonna do the whole dance and everything?
I'll tell you what, they were dancing up the store, and that's for sure. No, it was really looked like it was something, especially for little kids. They would enjoy it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. In 1790,
Pretty good.
John Barry copyrighted the Philadelphia
good.
Spelling Book. It was the first American book to be copyrighted.
Oh,
Huh? No, it's spelling book.
I thought we were talking about Ellen Barry.
Philadelphia Spelling Book.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
How do you spell that, Jerry?
What? I swear.
Sorry. That was funny.
In 1860, Miss Ann Stevens' book, Mollusca, the Indian Wife of the White Hunter. Did you get that one? Was offered for sale for a dime. It was the first published dime novel.
Did they ever make a movie of it?
I don't know. Do you remember the dime?
Those are the details.
I told you there was no details today. Do you remember the dime novels?
The dime novels?
Yeah, where they were, you know,
Never
you were
heard
old
of
enough to read when the dime novels
Never
came out.
heard of them.
1860.
Well, even
He
by
was
the
old
time
enough to
I was
read.
ready to read, they were probably a quarter.
Yeah. In 1931, John H. Goddard patented the rocket-fueled aircraft design. In 1934, Donald Duck made his debut, and the silly sophomores cartoon, The Wise Little Hen. In 1943, the withholding tax on payrolls was authorized by U.S. Congress.
Women say I have no heart, says Jeffrey Schuster.
What?
No, that's Joe Davis. It was up. Look what Joe said above
He
you.
says Rick doesn't go to a cardiologist, he doesn't have a heart.
Yeah, there you go.
And what is this?
Philadelphia.
That's how we spell it?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's how you spell it. Yeah, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Rick Phillips must be spelled F-I-L-L-S.
Yeah.
In 1959, the first ballistic missile carrying submarine, the USS George Washington, was launched. In 1973, Secretariat won the 105th Belmont Stakes by 31 lengths.
Dang.
That was a
Wow.
piece.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it being that far.
31 lengths.
Yeah. And in 1986, the Rogers Commission released the report on the Challenger disaster. The report explained that the spacecraft blew up as a result of the failure of a solid rocket booster joint.
O-rings,
That's the
yeah.
O-ring.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it.
All right, all right. I'm glad I got that in. So, what time's your doctor's appointment?
Huh? It's 9:40.
Oh, you got plenty. You're good.
Well, they want you to be 20 minutes. They want me to be 20
Yeah.
minutes earlier.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to hold you
It's
up.
like you're catching a plane.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I tell you what, we'll go to break early. That way, Jerry Bear can get on his way. And now, what's your name of your new guy, the new guy over here?
That's John. Him and his wife Stephanie from the Renaissance Festival.
Yeah, because I think, did I have Stephanie's name written down?
I thought I told you.
Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
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 You're fine. I was gonna say, yeah, that's the ugliest Stephanie I ever seen.
Oh my God.
That's all. All right. Well, we'll be back here in just a minute, and we'll find out what John is going to be, because you guys are going to be set up this weekend too, out at the Celtic Fest, right?
Yes, on Saturday.
All right. Yeah, I can get you some Celtic salsa this
Who
weekend.
says living with
Is it gonna be
labels
green?
is a bad thing?
Oh.
Especially bright, easy to read labels with a large font.
When one man's drinking fountain is another man's bidet.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
All the pretend news to fill your day.
Trust your most unreliable source.
The Murphy Report. Made up stories almost like these and real stories on what's coming to the Murphy.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
Every Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
You know, Amanda, I label just about everything in my house, even my clothes, even my shoes. One shoe I have labeled R, and the other shoe I have labeled NR.
NR?
Not right.
You're not right.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. The only man in the world who can list all the vice president's wives in order of height, from shortest to tallest.
reunites with the only other man in the world who cares.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up stories to brighten your day.
And maybe, just maybe, keep you safe. But don't count on it.
And all the latest news about the Murphy, Ohio's hometown theater. It's what you've come to expect.
And it's what we've come to deliver.
With the Murphy Report. Every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel.
Amanda, I understand you have a special skill of reciting the entire alphabet backwards.
Yeah, that's true.
That must be quite a belch.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Are animals using your house as their new home? Spring is around the corner, and so is birthing season for wildlife. Give us a call today if you are hearing noises in your attic or under your house. Here at Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, we can take care of your wildlife removal needs and repairs. Nuisance wildlife can be very destructive to your house, such as chewing on or through electrical wiring and much more. Call us today to book an appointment for inspection at 937-302-6372. We strike back.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
The Rusty Keg, huh? Where's that at?
Washington Courthouse. Game on. Sooner rather than later, we're going to start a little game show here.
And that's not reliant on us having fiber either. So nothing that we're doing. The only time that we need the fiber is when we're bringing remote guests on the show.
Well, you might be on that or not.
Afar.
You might be on that, right?
On what?
On this one as well. No or yes?
We might be on what?
Game on. You going to bring on remote guests there or not? Don't know yet.
Don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it will just depend once again, but we don't have to. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We'll bring you guys back.
All right, here we go. Jerry just got younger and more bearded. Now, that's John Gould. And John, you're out the Renaissance Festival too. And what do you do out there?
So we're from a shop called Earth Song Instruments,
Okay.
which, as the name implies, we sell musical instruments.
Okay.
And this week at Celtic, we're also going to be doing henna, body art. So
Oh, henna's, the temporary tattoo stuff, right?
yeah, lasts
Okay.
1 to 3 weeks usually.
Do you do that?
I don't do that. My wife is the genius behind our shop.
Okay. All right. You just go in there and sell.
I go there and I do my best.
He's the support.
So, just curious, what will the wardrobe be for this weekend?
So for Celtic Fest, typically you're looking at Highland outfits. There's a lot of kilts that are going on.
So you wearing a kilt this weekend?
I actually won't be there myself this weekend. We're at a separate festival down in Kentucky as well.
Now we have an important question that maybe you can answer for us.
Oh, God. Here we
Do
go.
you wear anything under the kilt?
That's between me and my sack.
That's hilarious.
Well, there's the answer.
There you go. So you're doing 2 festivals this weekend. You're going to be in Kentucky doing a Renaissance Festival down
Kentucky
there?
Highland Renaissance Festival, yeah.
Where's that at?
That is down in Eminence, which
Where's
is,
that at? Kentucky's a huge state.
yeah. It's
It's
about
long,
2
I
hours,
guess.
about 2 hours south.
2 hours south, just off 71? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I just wonder because I tell you, it just seems like we talked about this a week or so ago when we go to
So is it down like
Nashville
near
or something like that.
Elizabeth?
Seems like it takes.
I think
forever
it is.
to get to Kentucky. Just seems like it takes forever to drive through Kentucky sometimes. So, how long does that Renaissance Festival go on?
That one's running through late July. I want to say the 23rd.
So you guys have a
something
shop there too as well?
there we're working out of a tent.
Okay. But this is when you have your actual shop.
We have an
right?
actual building at Ohio, yeah.
Okay. And it starts end of September? No, end of August?
Labor Day weekend through the last weekend in October
Okay.
for the Ohio Renaissance Festival.
Okay. And it's supposed to be one of the top ones, isn't it?
It's
in
a
the
good
country?
time.
Now, I've been there, but it's been a long time ago. So,
Well, what are we going to do to get you back out there?
well, I don't know. Free passes, that'd be good. Maybe you need to help me have me help you sell salsa one day. There we go.
Well, what are you going to wear up in
I ain't
there?
gonna wear no pickle outfit. I can tell you that right now.
What about a kilt?
I wouldn't be opposed to wearing a kilt, I guess. I don't know. Especially depending on what you wear underneath them.
Well, you know, when regular Renaissance Festival is going on, they have theme weekends.
What are you wearing?
I have my my little whatever you want to call it.
Tutu?
No, I'm not doing no tutu. But I'm gonna update.
I don't know. You look good in the tutu, Mike.
Oh yeah. I don't know about that, but
Comes out finally.
I'm
A little emotion, yeah. Pop out Mike here for a minute. So, what are you wearing?
I'm gonna update my my gear this year though.
You have a big sombrero. For some reason, when I see Papa Miguel's, I'm like it. I'm seeing this, like the guy with the Mexican word of the day.
The thing that they wear for birthdays over at.
Yeah, the big sombrero. He needs a big sombrero.
So I told you how this started the last time, right?
Well, tell me again. It's been a while.
All right, so I was raised by a Mexican stepfather. His name is Ricardo Dominguez. and he introduced us to Mexican food, like real Mexican food, not Taco Bell. His
Big difference.
his whole thing was Taco Bell's not Mexican food. So
Most Tex-Mex is, right?
yes, so we used to sell tamales out of our house, and then the flavor for the salsa used to be in our ranchero sauce for the tamales. So when I met my wife, I was like, "What do you think about us making the ranchero sauce into a salsa?" His exact words were, "Don't change my recipe, white boy." So
Oh, he goes there right away.
yeah, so the rest is history, and here we are.
What's that got to do with you wearing a hat?
So anyway, when I first moved here, when I started doing flea markets or introducing the salsa here, I used to have the sombreros on the
I
table.
think you should wear one.
Have you seen my head? It's like abnormal.
Well, that's all right. I got a big head. Look at that thing. Look at that head. Look at that melon on that thing.
I tell you what, I'll wear a sombrero as if the next time I see you doing a DJ event, you got like a giant record on your head.
There you go.
I don't have anything like that. Jerry, he's got, the guy that was here a few minutes ago, he's got tons of stuff. He even has a hot dog hat.
Yeah.
He does. So now, you guys are doing henna, and what else did you say?
Musical instruments.
Oh, that's right, musical. So what kind of, are we talking harps and stuff like that?
We have some harps in stock. We have kalimbas, little thumb pianos.
Yeah.
Singing bowls, which are very useful for when you work from home and have really annoying phone calls. I'm not speaking from experience or anything.
No.
Our most popular item is little wooden frogs. You stroke up their back and they croak.
Oh, okay.
And then one of our main draws is our djembes, African hand drums.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, my son bought one of those. And what was it? Didgeridoo?
Didgeridoo, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's one of the big long.
Yeah.
Well, ours are only about yay tall.
But they make that kind of sound.
Yeah. He's drove me crazy once or twice with that thing.
That's what kids are for.
Maybe better to have drums.
Well, he had drums and a didgeridoo. Right?
Kid's pretty good with the guitar,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we had him on here, actually.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So what do you, when you go out to the Renaissance Festival, what do you wear?
Well, I just have a pretty basic sleeveless shirt with some holes. I can tie it up if I need to.
Yeah.
And some pretty basic pants. I don't go for the full tight pant thing. That's I don't have the legs for that.
Okay. Well, no, I didn't know if, I was waiting for something. Do you have a juice heart? Do you have a juice heart?
We've had one or two of those. I don't know if we have any right now. I have to check.
That's one of those things you wah 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 wah.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
I thought that was, they called it a mouth harp.
Same thing.
Same thing?
Well,
Lots of instruments have multiple names.
some people mouth harp they also call harmonica. This is just a thing that looks like that. Yep. Yep.
You're the music teacher.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting just to see his shop. Just check it out.
Yeah, they're very popular there.
During Overend, we have a person we pay to sit out and lead drums. So
Really?
he's very popular because not only is he good at what he does, he's also a very good-looking guy.
Oh.
Oh, that would help.
So that brings
So
in.
it doesn't make any difference how well he plays the drums. The girls are like,
My wife likes to say we have the most attractive employees in the fair. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know I'm not the cause of it.
Well, we know at the Renaissance Festival, there's a lot of unusual looking people.
Sean Bennett, my wife is waiting on your wife.
I'm
I know you're here. That's why I just told him. He's watching. I said, Sean Bennett, my wife is waiting on your wife. And she's here. You heard her back there say, I'm here. So there you go. Sean Bennett's wife has a little auction she runs online down in Waynesville.
Okay.
So, and we buy some stuff occasionally. So that's why my wife got up early to come over today to pay her. So how big is your store?
It's about maybe 15 by 5, the shopping area, just the
Okay.
main building area. And then we have out front, we have a long ramp that's lined with benches so people can sit down and try things out. And then on the other side of that, in the grass area, I guess it's not so much grass anymore, but We have some drum stands for the drum circles.
Now, how does salsa go with the Renaissance Festival? Do you set up
Yeah.
every weekend?
Goes with anything, Charlie.
Yeah, so our normal name is Papa Miguel Salsa, but at the Renaissance Festival, we're called Sir Salsa a lot
There's so
to go with the theme.
Oh, you got that? You have that audio? Can we play that audio, or can I play it?
What audio?
The one I sent you.
You sent me audio?
And you listened to it. You thought it was funny.
Last year,
I'll play it.
they did a mom and pop shop for me on Q102, like a free radio ad, and they made it for me for the Renaissance Festival.
Right. Is this that ad?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
You did, I remember.
Yeah. Okay.
But you were supposed to let me know, so I could have actually downloaded it to the,
Well, that's why I sent it to you.
we could have played it over the system.
Well, did Michael pick it up just good? Because it's pretty good. You sent it to me via just regular text, didn't
Yeah.
you?
It was really, I really liked the what they did, but it was really expensive to keep it playing on the radio.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Listen, so this is Sir Salsa-Lot, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That'd be me.
While visiting this year's Ohio Renaissance Festival in Waynesville, make your way to the Arena of Champions and look for Sir Sauce-A-Lot.
His salsa and sauces are pickle-based and created locally with peppers, onions, banana peppers, and more. A flavor that's not too hot. It's a really big deal. Watch me dice and slice these fresh veggies. Oh, Sir Sauce-A-Lot, there you are. I've been looking for you. My beauty outshines the moon.
Learn more on Facebook. Search Papa Miguel Salsa and look for the red sombrero logo.
Your wit is as sharp as your sword.
It's a really big deal.
Have you tried my dragon's breath hot salsa? Mix it up 1, 2. Sir Sauce-A-Lot, Fare thee well, I must away.
So,
That is a great ad. That's hilarious. I like it.
so like how we have mild, hot, and ghost pepper at the Renaissance Festival, we call it our mild Maiden's Mild, and at the hot we call Dragon's Breath Hot, and then ghost is we call it ghost, the ghost of Sir Salsa-Lot.
I think he said she's on her way, Rachel. All right. So let's do this. But next time, I want you to come back, okay? Because when you come back, I want you to bring some stuff. Bring some instruments and, show everybody how they work. And especially, when we get closer to the festival. Of course, now, you're going to be open for Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if you want to come back even this week to show some instruments, you're more than welcome. Just saying.
Can you play them all?
I can play some of them. Anything with a flute, not so much, but a lot of the kalimbas and the singing bowls and.
You can demonstrate so you don't have to bring everything.
Yeah, no.
Bring 4 or 5 or something, because most of the ones you're talking about aren't very big.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, a lot of ours are travel size for your convenience.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, bring them. I think that'd be fun. And if you want to come back, you can come back with him and harass him. Sound good? I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to play a couple games. So hopefully you guys are up for some games.
All right.
We're going to play mono here in a minute.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, that's right.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
City officials forcing a local beloved mascot to step down.
Why poor timing and inappropriate behavior doomed a pantless Wilson the Weasel following his drunken performance at the late Judge Garrett's funeral.
There was nothing routine about this routine.
A story we are dedicated to getting to the bottom of.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. These made-up stories and the latest real news from the Murphy Theater are what you've come to expect from us
on the Murphy Report, with a new report posted every Monday morning on our Murphy Theater website and our Murphy Theater YouTube channel.
Full minute-to-minute coverage all 21 hours a day.
With veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
Amanda, I have to say Vanessa and Breck are just about the two finest anchors in the business.
For once, you're absolutely right, Steve.
I think the Titanic could have learned a thing or two from these two giants in their field.
What am I missing here?
Anchors.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us. Labor analysts have done the math. If God used union workers to create the world, just how long would it take?
6 days and a day of rest? Hardly. Experts say we might still be under construction, but at least we'd be on more solid ground.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made-up stories just like these are what we're about on the Murphy Report, with a new report every Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Plus all the real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater,
Ohio's hometown theater in the heart of downtown Wilmington.
Hosted by veteran anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone. It's news you might lose. But if you do, we'll find it, we'll pick it up, we'll roll it up, and we'll stick it back in your front screen door.
That sounds more like a newspaper, Steve.
This isn't a newspaper?
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
All right, we're back. He's got two of those, so he might end up getting two of them rolling. We'll see. All right, we're back. I'm eating all morning. It's not good.
Sure
this is my breakfast, Tostitos and salsa. But it's
Breakfast
good.
pancakes.
Rick, you need to get you some.
I will.
All right, we got local birthdays today. Local birthdays. Liz Barthelmus. It's her birthday. Rick Goodman, the legend of Sabina, Rick Goodman. Bill Moore.
You were the legend of Sabina.
No, Rick Goodman, yeah. Not necessarily for good reasons. He's the legend of Sabina. Bill Moore. Jennifer Zitney Radcliffe. Angel Dawn Perry. David Curl. Jimmy Licklider. Heather Lux. Caitlin Miller. Chelsea Lynn. Alex Stewart. Ellen Simpkin. And then Sunday was Thomas Hamilton's birthday. And Saturday was Linda Wilkins' birthday. All right, guys, we have some celebrity birthdays today. So I will give you the celebrity, and we play high-low. Okay? Guess how old they are. All right, here we go. And usually, after you guess, wait till the other two guess, and then you can guess again. Okay, Johnny Depp. How old do you think Johnny Depp is?
58.
Higher. You're in the ballpark.
63.
60. You said both of you said 63. You're just a little bit high.
Which means it's 62.
67.
You wasn't very good.
That was a joke. I was trying to be funny.
That was funny. That's good. All right. 62 is right. Natalie Portman. Oh, listen, everybody.
55.
Oh, younger.
45.
Just a little bit high.
44.
44. There you go. Catches on good. Michael J. Fox.
Oh.
62.
60, 62, just a little bit higher.
64.
64 is right. There you go, 64. Dick Vitale, sports announcer, basketball guy.
He's still alive?
Yes, he is, but he was battling. I think he had throat cancer, so I don't know how well he talks.
I'm gonna say 86.
Ding, 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 ding. 86. That's right. Right off the bat. Dave Parker, the Cobra, used to play for the Cincinnati Reds years ago.
For Pittsburgh.
Back in the 90s. Yeah, he also played for the A's. Oakland Athletics. Yeah.
Right.
How old's Dave Parker?
72.
Oh, and you guys are good guessers today. In the ballpark, that's low.
75.
75 is just a little high.
74.
74. There you go. There you go. Teddy Bruschi. He is a football player for.
Used to be New England Patriots.
Yeah, New England Patriots. That's right.
That's where the term Teddy Bruschi comes from, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
My boy Big Bill in Detroit used to always say, "Let's get us a couple Teddy Bruschi's."
Yep.
I'm gonna say
He's not that old.
52.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who's this? He's got two on the.
He's the soothsayer. Look at him. He's like, yes. All right. Last one. Greg Bissonette, drummer. Actually, he's been playing lately in the Ringo Starr's All-Star Band. Really good drummer. He's drummed for many people over the years.
71.
Lower.
65.
65 is just a little bit low.
66.
Right. All right. We've had two famous people that have died on this day. Les Paul, that were born on this day, but have since passed away. Les Paul, guitar player, and Cole Porter. All right.
Cole Porter was the writer. The
Music. Yeah, music writer. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, we got guitars for you and then music over there. Here we go. All right. Now, you ever see the game show Chain Connection?
I've not.
I can't believe no one's ever seen this game show.
I've never
It's on
seen it.
it's on every
It's an
day.
obscure game that
It's on every day.
dug up
Game Show
somewhere.
Network. Anyhow, so the way this works is like, I'll give you a word, and the first letter is the second word, and you got to figure out the second word. Okay, like Mountain D.
Do.
Mountain Dew, right? Makes sense.
I told
Okay.
you he catches on fish.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He is.
Mono, Amano.
Yeah, mono, and Evil Emperor. If you want help, if you're not sure, you can go. Oh, Evil Emperor, help me out.
I don't always.
Do I have to say it just like that?
Yes.
Okay, let me practice. Oh, evil emperor, help me
there
out.
you go. That's very good. That's very good.
Yes, but anyway, I don't always give the right answer because I don't know. I just fake
He's
it.
just helping.
I just fake it.
He's helping. All right. So, John, since you are our new person here, you get a choice. You can either go first or you can pick your column, A or B.
I'm going to go with column A.
Column A. So that means you're going first.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Shower C. And you don't say anything when it's his turn. Got it?
Cap.
Shower cap. Good guess.
Thanks to me.
Ah.
Not it though.
Okay, now your first one. Movie P.
Popcorn.
Very good guess. That's what I said too, but it's wrong.
2 for 2.
Shower CU. I add a letter each time.
Cup.
Movie PL.
Movie player.
All right.
We're really
You guys are killing it today. Shower CUR.
Curtain.
Curtain. There you go.
All right.
Curtain C. Still your turn.
Oh,
Curtain
Another
C.
C.
Yep. Don't say it. You can give him other answers.
I'm just thinking I should have picked the other column.
That's a possibility.
Actually, B is the easier column this time, I think. Curtain C.
I'm like drawing a blank.
Well, you can ask. You can go,
You can't-
oh,
Evil Emperor.
That's very good, but I have no clue.
Curtain.
I'm waiting for somebody from the audience to give us a.
Yeah, because sometimes they'll
Kevin Martin, he got the curtain. but,
shower curtain. Yeah, curtain C.
Curtain,
We'll give you 5 seconds.
curtain C.
I don't know.
Curtain
One.
call.
Oh,
You want that?
yeah.
Curtain call is correct.
Yes, Evil Emperor.
Well, 'cause
That was via Kevin Martin
Kevin Martin.
and Joe Davis. Joe Davis actually got that too.
Call G.
Call G.
Oh, Greg.
All right. Yeah, you're still on. You're still on the first one, aren't you? Movie PLO.
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 Yes.
That is.
Yeah, that sounds tough.
I know it is.
PLO.
PLO.
Yeah, sometimes it helps to say
Plo,
movie
pop.
plot. Movie plo.
Oh, I got it now.
Or movie plot.
Pla or Plo.
Plot. You know, it could be O, a soft O.
Plo,
Soft or O or a long O.
Plot.
There you go. Plot. There you go. Movie plot. Okay, here we go. Plot T. He's like, man, I didn't know I had to do
Plot.
this.
Token.
Token. All right. So you got shower curtain, curtain call, call GI.
Oh, girls.
Call girl. There you go. This is
Definitely should have picked column B.
this is funny. This is like
You're more familiar with
this
that.
is like today's like teaching kids to read. You know.
Oh, my God.
Girl T. Girl T.
Girl time.
All right. This is your last letter, so you get this word. Movie PLO. Oh, did you say?
Oh, he
No, we
said
didn't
it.
Said
Plot.
plot.
You
Okay.
got that.
Said plot. Yeah.
Wow.
Plot TW.
Twist.
Plot
there you
twist.
go.
Twist T.
Twist T.
That sounds tasty. Not sure what it would be.
Twist T.
And it doesn't necessarily mean it's involved with.
No, yeah.
Twist T.
Twist tie.
Twist tie. That's right.
There you go.
There you go. He's rolling.
He's on a roll.
Tie R.
Tie.
R.
Rope.
Okay. You had girl T, girl TA. Girl TA.
It's not Top House.
Oh,
Oh, man.
girl
No
TA.
more salsa, Charlie. Gotta get out the new tablecloth tomorrow.
Well, help me, Evil Emperor, because I have no clue.
Okay, what was it, Charlie?
Girl T.
TA, he said.
TA.
TA.
T-A. Girl. Talk.
Makes sense.
Okay, girl talk is right. Talk B.
Talk B.
As in bubble butt. B. Talk B.
Talk business.
You're on tie. Tie R-A.
R-A-I-R.
Tyrac.
Yep. Rack you.
Rack you?
Rack you.
Hmm?
Rack up.
Rack up.
That's what I thought.
For the win.
Uh-oh.
Dang.
Up S.
Up S.
Oh, come on. You got all the easy ones.
Up S.
Up S.
I'm not going to give you this one unless you ask.
Oh, Evil Emperor, help me out.
Upset?
No.
That's one word, though.
Well,
That's all right.
they
Kevin
could
Martin's the only one that will object.
Sometimes they are one word.
Oh, well, then I'll try upset. Yeah, see, there we go.
Kevin Martin says up stock.
Okay. So you were on girl, right? T-A-L. Or did you already get to
No, we already said the girl
Okay,
talk.
talk. Talk.
Come on. Pay attention, Charlie. This is your game.
It is. Well, I don't want to get too far ahead. So we had talk B, right?
Talk back.
And talk B-A. What'd you say?
Talk back.
So what you want?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Talk back. That's right.
Creston.
Oh, Kevin Martin and Joe Davis. But for the win, back B. Back what? Back bend. My wife
Or
says.
back bite.
Back bite.
I'm going with the back bend.
Back bend.
Yeah.
All right. Up S-T.
So what is up stock?
Upstart.
Good guess.
Good.
That's better than the right answer.
I want his question.
I wanted yours.
Back for the win. Back B-O.
Oh.
Backbone.
Ding, 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 ding. Backbone. Now,
Jeffrey Schuster is a doctor and says back
Grace, yeah. All right, so up S-T-A. Just to see if you can get it.
Yeah, we got to finish it out.
Upstanding.
Up S-T-A-I.
Upstairs.
Upstairs. He's even giving you a little.
I thought it was away.
Guys, that was a good game. Now, not trying to throw any shade here anywhere.
Sure you are.
But
Whenever he starts with that, he is.
when I took these quizzes on column A, your column, I only scored a 55. I did terrible on it. But on your column, I got 95.
Really?
Yeah. So you read into that what you want to read into it. We'll be back in just a minute.
Okay, we must.
Yeah, we'll take a
They
break.
said
Yeah,
it
yeah,
could
it was
never
fun. You guys
happen.
had
They
fun doing
hoped it
that.
would never
Yeah,
happen,
right.
but now the most
They just-
unpopular vegetable in the soup family is getting her own talk show.
That's right. Coming this fall on the Food Channel, it's The Okra Show.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Celebrity gossip and other stories that matter the most. Plus, what's coming to the Murphy Theater on the weekly edition of The Murphy Report.
It's what we dish up for you. When you hunger and thirst for real journalism, look elsewhere.
But you can find us at themurphytheater.org or the Murphy Theater YouTube channel with a new news report every Monday morning.
You know, Amanda, I used to have my own morning talk show.
Oh, why'd you give it up?
Well, there was a little dispute at the time of my contract renewal.
Oh, what was the disagreement?
Well, I wanted to renew, and they didn't.
What'd they replace you with?
A half-hour infomercial on nail clippers.
When you have to know before anybody else, count on your one source for useless, made-up news, The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. A major shakeup in the pharmaceutical industry as Flintstone Vitamins taken to task for tasting nothing like Fred or Wilma.
and as for Pebbles, well, she's already a fruity breakfast cereal. Why dietitians and nutritionists coast to coast are warning us to yabba dabba don't when it comes to ingesting these chalky childhood chewables.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Looking out for your health and well-being is just a sample of the kind of made-up news you can expect on The Murphy Report.
Earning the reputation as the mistrusted name in news isn't something that we take lightly.
In fact, most wouldn't take it at all.
And our efforts reflect that, with a trophy case in our lobby filled wall to wall with empty shelves.
Let the other outlets vie for trophies and your respect.
We're simply too busy making it up to care for such accolades, with a new report posted every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and YouTube channel.
The Murphy Report, with veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us. He's the Howard Sprague of his community, a leader of several groups, living with his parents and dating one of the most eligible professional women in town.
but he's in no hurry to settle down and put that ring on her finger. The wait is maddening.
If they both weren't so darn adorable. Could it be nerves?
Or just enjoying the bachelor life a wee bit too much.
America's Couple sits down for an in-depth interview to share how they keep their relationship so fresh while keeping such a safe distance from one another. On the Murphy Report.
I know I can't wait.
But evidently they both can. The Murphy Report, with veteran anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
With the new report posted on our Murphy Theater website and YouTube channel every Monday morning.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
So go ahead and tell us who's going to be out there, because we're back on.
So the bands that are going to be there, hold on, my page
This
is
is
loading.
Saturday at Celtic Fest, which is at the Ohio Renaissance Festival.
Yep. Starts at 11, goes till 10. Band list is Almanac, Scythian, The Bastard Bearded Irishman, Father, Son, and Friends, The Drowsy Lads, Poor Man's Gambit, The Piper Jones Band, Jameson's Folly, Miami Valley Pipes and Drums, the 42nd Royal Highlanders, and Sweet William.
Wow. So if you just like that kind of music, it's worth it to go out there
absolutely.
for that.
Yeah, no, it's a good time.
Now,
Obviously, having a shop, we don't get to go to the shows directly, but we can still hear a lot of it from up on top of the hill.
The Drowsy Lads, they've been here before.
Okay.
At the Murphy Theater. So that's a big draw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we DJ.
Okay.
On the weekends, so we got a car show and then a birthday party in the evening, which will be fun. And Sunday we got another car show.
It seems like you do a lot of those, huh?
Mm-hmm. Every weekend almost. Yep.
People love to show off their cars, so.
Well, I got a couple cars. I got an old hearse that is broke down right now. I need to get it fixed. And I got a Blues Brothers car.
Okay.
Speaking of the Blues Brothers,
That's kind of cool.
Friday night they're having the Blues Brothers movie here at the Murphy Theater. I think it starts at 7. And then, but they're also at the Kiss tribute downtown. So I don't know what we're going to do. We'll probably do one or the other. So, and then I'm not sure who's here Saturday night. They have a band here Saturday night too, I'm sure. Because just about every Saturday they have a band here almost anymore. Last weekend though was the ballet on weekend.
Yeah.
So we had these kids and, well, not kids, we had the professors and the teachers on last Friday. So, like, if they go in, how much does it cost to get into the Renaissance Festival?
Online tickets are $20. Not sure if that's different at the gate or not.
Okay, so $20 get you in. You get to hear all that music. That's worth that. Because there's like 10 bands there for $20. And then, how many vendors will be open?
I don't know the numbers.
Well,
I think
normally I know it's not as open as it is the regular Renaissance Festival. It's like half of it. Right?
I think it's like half the park is open. So.
Okay.
But still, a lot of people still come out there.
Oh yeah, we get We do.
I'm surprised I haven't
good
heard
time.
more about it, like on Facebook or anything.
They got they advertise, but I mean,
But usually local events just
Right.
they hit you, you know. And you'll be out there selling salsa all day. Any special salsa deals?
no, just a mild hot ghost pepper. You get a bag of chips and a salsa for $10. Later on in the year, when we come back to the Renaissance Festival, I'm going to be introducing a new salsa, but it's a surprise.
I think you should have had a green salsa for this.
I actually do have a green salsa. I didn't think about it, but have you
So
guys
it's-
ever had verde?
No. What's that? What's that?
It's green salsa.
Oh,
It's a Spanish word for green.
this man is so dry. It's green salsa. So, what is in the green salsa?
Green peppers.
Now that I really can't. I really cannot tell you. That is a special recipe.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, you should definitely have some green salsa for
Yeah, I might have to do that.
Celtic Fest. You got tattoo artists out there like doing Celtic symbols and stuff.
We'll have our henna people out there. I think my wife said they're planning on 4 artists right now.
Wow.
And they do Celtic symbols, but they can also do any number of other things.
Are you guys like part owners in the Renaissance Festival? Or?
No, my wife owns the shop that we run. And then we pay our fees to be there, but the festival itself is owned by someone else.
I was wondering,
Yeah.
is it even owned locally or is it?
I think it is local, but
Well,
That's-
originally, when I did the website for them and did the ticketing system for them, this was, I'm trying to think how many years ago.
It's been a while. They've been out there a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since I was involved with the festival, but Peter was the guy's name. I forget his last name, but he lived down in Indian Hill because I visited him down at his home, big house, obviously. But he passed away, and his son inherited the festival. But I don't know whether it has changed hands
I believe that there was new owners a few years ago.
since then.
So.
Yeah, because I also knew the lady that ran, was the actual manager of the festival, and then there was a younger girl that took over for her because the lady that was running this festival out here went down to Atlanta, and she was involved with the Atlanta Renaissance Festival. So I mean, it's sort of like the Rennies; they travel all over.
Oh yeah.
Same, a lot of trading back and forth. So I don't have any idea who owns the festival.
I was just curious. Stephanie Morton says Hotel California is the concert here Saturday night. So like I said, we won't be able to make it. They usually sell out pretty good. So if you haven't got tickets yet, I would say tickets are probably low for that. Stephanie, yeah,
Hi, wife.
Wife here. It's owned
by 3 people. Okay. Well, why couldn't we get her on here today?
Oh, she has another job. I was recently laid off from my other
okay.
job.
So where's she at today?
She's the breadwinner today, Charlie. He's just goofing off.
No, I'm wondering where she works. That's all.
She works at Jeff Couch's RVs up in Trenton.
Man, that's a drive every day, isn't it?
40 minutes from our house, yeah.
Trenton, that's like down near Oxford, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a drive.
Outside of Oxford.
Got to go through Lebanon that way or close to Lebanon.
Something like that, yeah. I've only been up there a couple times when dropping the kids off so she could take them places after.
So she sells RVs.
Well, she's one of their office people, but yeah.
Finance.
Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Also, this Friday, I forgot to mention this, but my wife is in charge of doing in Mason. She does a farmers market in Mason, and then they have like kind of like they have the Rock the Block here. They have like a little show after that there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that's this Friday night.
Yeah. Well, so we'll be there Friday. Then we'll be at the Celtic on Saturday.
She's got a busy week playing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hopefully the weather will be
Now,
Yeah.
you still driving too?
Yeah. I took the morning off to come here, and then I'll go back and take those guys this afternoon.
Drive patients around, right?
Yeah, they're like disabled brain injury patients that can't like function fully. But
Now, is that your own business as well, or do you work for someone?
no, I subcontract for a friend of mine. We kind of like play off of each other.
Cool.
So I met him in the flea market when I was selling salsa. Salsa leads to everything.
Salsa is the basis of everything.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
Great door opener.
That's right.
All
So I
right.
met these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his wife are great people. They got great product. I recommend everybody come out there and see them.
Well, thank you. And the salsa's good too. We've got some in our fridge at home, just waiting for us to bring home some tortilla chips.
So when you rent out there, do you rent for the whole season or do you rent weekly? It's not like that. In case somebody would be interested in renting out there.
I imagine everything's already rented out for the season all the way through.
Yeah, 'cause they give you contracts for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pay it monthly or yearly?
We pay ours is paid yearly. I think we had to pay ours at the end of last season. Being a permanent structure, we actually had a building from when we started, so I'm not familiar with the
Well, I was just
the
curious.
temporary setup. So
Well, they do get a heck of a crowd.
yeah,
Mine's a little bit different. I pay a percentage since I'm a third-party food vendor.
Oh, so whatever you sell, you just pay a percentage of?
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
Think so?
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about making a bunch of money before you have to spend the rent.
Right.
You know. Oh no, you got the deal of deals there, I think. Unless they're asking an enormous amount. But that's none of my business. I'm just saying, yeah, that's the best way to, if you can do it that way, because then you can't lose. Unless you have bad week, it's just not.
So if you
like,
have do bad,
weather.
then it doesn't make.
Yeah,
difference.
you're going to give them a whatever, their percentage of whatever you make. So on their end, they just got to make sure you're an honest guy. That's all.
Right.
No, I'm serious. I mean, that's the way people would get around that a little bit.
Well, there's like 5 cameras at every stand.
That doesn't mean somebody's counting all of them, but yeah, that's true. And that's true too, though. Anything you do anymore, you're always being watched, which is not always good. But I know in LA right now, they're not going to like that because a lot of those cameras are going to come back and they're going to go, "We saw you do this. We saw you do this. We got you on tape." People aren't very smart. They don't think.
Well, I think when you are passionate about something, you do things and you don't think it through, and that's what happens.
We'll do that. We'll be back in just a minute.
The only man in the world who can list all the vice president's wives in order of height, from shortest to tallest.
Reunites with the only other man in the world who cares.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up stories to brighten your day.
And maybe, just maybe, keep you safe. But don't count on it.
And all the latest news about the Murphy, Ohio's hometown theater. It's what you've come to expect.
And it's what we've come to deliver.
With the Murphy Report. Every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel.
Amanda, I understand you have a special skill of reciting the entire alphabet backwards.
Yeah, that's true.
That must be quite a belch.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us. Local museum presenting workshops on aging, yet they won't offer a senior citizens discount.
pass the cottage cheese and applesauce. It's time to stop the irony.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up stories we'll get to the bottom of.
And some stories we're on top of, if that's your preference. In-depth, behind-the-scenes coverage.
Can only be found on The Murphy Report. Visit us at themurphytheater.org and our own YouTube channel with a new report every Monday morning.
Hey, Amanda, speaking of old, did you know that I recently celebrated a birthday?
I did, Steve. Who do you think called the fire truck when we lit up the cake? Did you make a wish before you hosed down all those candles?
I did. I wished only good fortune for all of my coworkers.
And yet you're still here.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Are animals using your house as their new home? Spring is around the corner, and so is birthing season for wildlife. Give us a call today if you are hearing noises in your attic or under your house. Here at Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, we can take care of your wildlife removal needs and repairs. Nuisance wildlife can be very destructive to your house, such as chewing on or through electrical wiring and much more. Call us today to book an appointment for inspection at 937-302-6372.
We're back. We got John Gould with us. What's the name of your shop, John?
Earth Song Instruments.
Earth Song Instruments out at the Renaissance Festival with Mike Wallace, the comedy salsa king here. Look at him.
Sir Salsa Lot.
The dry comment.
Yeah, Sir Salsa Lot.
Dry comment.
Yeah, we got to work on this. We got to work on your wardrobe. You know what? I'm gonna just.
His wardrobe.
Well, no, his for his when he sells
Oh,
stuff.
I thought you were saying the shirt. That's a nice looking.
No, he's looking good today. I don't mean that.
Did you take a shower?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so Charlie, what do you?
He needs the red sombrero like his hat, like his card has on it.
I tell you what, how about I bring the gear and you wear it since it's your show.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Wait a minute. Here, I'm gonna give you your look. Hang on just a second.
Oh no.
I'm gonna give you.
Even your guy behind the desk is saying, "Oh gosh."
He doesn't like it when I have great ideas.
Oh.
No, I mean, look, this is you right here. Look right there.
No.
Look at it, right? Isn't that him? Huh? In case you're not sure what I got
All I
here.
can see is a hat.
Yeah, right. That's all it is. It's the Mexican word of the day, guy. Legacy. While scuba diving, Horatio got attacked by a shark and lost a legacy.
Oh my gosh.
That's not even funny.
Yeah, it is. Let's do one more. Mexican word of the day, yacht. If you think Sonia is pretty, yacht, see her younger sister.
That's creepy.
Don't you think he needs a hat like that though?
I think the hat would be an interesting thing at the Ren Fest. I'll say that.
I tell you, you gotta have a hat.
Well, let me explain something. Nobody cares what John thinks.
But and also, listen, you get rid of this. You're just have this. Just have this and the hat and the big the big white. Don't they usually have a white like top coat type thing you wear? Or what is that?
Are we going full mariachi here?
The poncho?
Yeah, like a mariachi guy. There you go.
Oh, mariachi.
Oh, that would even be greater. That'd even be better.
Why would you want to look like a mariachi?
I'm selling salsa. I'm not playing
salsa.
music.
That's right. Yeah.
He's selling, and you should
Dress
have.
Grant as a mariachi.
It's true.
Why don't I? Also, you need to get like one of those little fake pet monkeys to have with you.
Oh yeah, you're getting better by the minute, Charlie. I mean, I'm telling you, this is you never.
I'm trying to build his brand here. On his brand, what do you have? What's your sticker have on it?
My sticker actually has a sombrero on it.
Exactly, a big red sombrero.
Actually, the story behind this is my mom drew it.
Yeah.
And so she's no longer with us, and that's why I kept it as my logo.
Yeah.
And so.
That's why you need to wear it.
So
Remember your mom.
Go to, whatever they call the people that make sombreros and have one made exactly like that.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. And wear it.
Yeah, I think your
It would
producer
honor
has a
your mother,
better
It would
idea.
honor your mother, and at the same time, Charlie would claim that he helped you with your brand.
Is that what you're doing?
You already got it.
The only thing that Charlie helps you with is eating your salsa.
All I'm doing is pointing out the obvious. That's all I'm doing.
Well, all you gotta do is taste it and it sells itself, right?
Right.
That's true.
But.
And I have to taste it.
But you kind of got the look anyhow. Yeah, you could go.
What's the look, Charlie?
Yeah, Sir Salsa Lot. There we go. You gotta have that
Is there a
commercial
look
plan.
like-
Sure.
What kind of look do you have for salsa?
Like the Mexican word of the day guy, the big hat, big sombrero.
Well, Sir Salsa Lot
Or if we're going
sounds more
at-
like something medieval.
Yeah.
If we're going with Sir Salsa Lot, we need to get some chainmail on him.
Well,
That's true. Yeah. See, there you go. That would make more sense, Charlie.
Like in our front of our stand, we have like giant like
a knight.
knights with like swords and they're holding axes, and then I have my big free sample sign that's in metal. So
That would be funny. A chainmail outfit with a sombrero. There you go.
That would be an interesting.
no, that's not happening.
Interesting
He's
uniform.
selling salsa.
Besides, when it gets hot, you know how hot that
Oh
is.
yeah, could you imagine?
Oh.
You'd be like roasted.
I've talked to the armor guys.
You have all these
Yeah.
little
The barbarians and
chains all
such.
over you, burnt into your skin.
Your wife might like it though.
We sent them water at Hawking last year because
Chainmail.
it was hot.
Yeah, they do that at Hawking.
The barbarians did, yeah.
His wife might like it if he's wearing chainmail.
I doubt it.
Rachel may like it too.
I noticed that.
She perked right up, Charlie.
I noticed that.
She was asleep the whole time. She perked right up.
It's a little scary.
So, if it's okay, I'd like to come on again right before the Renaissance
Well, yeah.
starts.
Both of you can.
But I would like to get him and his wife. But there's another guy there. Their name of their business is a Hoggy Feastware, and they make bowls and utensils and all out of like handcrafted wood.
So that's another business you guys have?
Not us.
No, it's
this is
someone
else.
else I know
Oh.
at the festival.
Okay.
Yeah, but they live like 2.5 hours away. But I was telling them
Well,
about
let's just, I'm going to tell you what. When that gets ready to go, you get me a couple days worth of people.
Okay.
And you can kind of like me to get, because here's the deal. By then, we should have a show called Wake Up Wilmington and also Wake Up Washington Courthouse.
Okay.
So you can come here one day and you can go to the other one another day. Or we may even end up being able to do like the person at one spot and do both shows at the same time.
That is whether we get fiber working.
Yeah.
Because we have fiber, but it's not.
That's what you were talking about before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were talking about raising brand and buying brand. Yeah. No, you realize we're here for people to use. And have I ever told you no yet?
No.
No. So it's pretty easy. Now sometimes you ask me stuff I don't know, then I have to tell you no. But I did find out about 4th of July. It looks like we're going to do that out there. But it would be nice to know if they are going to have the fireworks at the park again.
Yeah, because I thought that was a great spot, like how that worked out.
With anything
It's always been there
anything that
except when
works out well,
COVID
they
hit.
change.
Of course.
When COVID hit, they changed it and they
Like, we
shot
gotta
them off
change
at
it
the
up here to get these
fairgrounds.
people confused.
If it gets too smooth, they'll be out of a job.
That's right.
So that's what we got to figure out. What'll be, for sure. And I guess we need to get somebody from the city back on again anyhow. But I don't know the way things are going right now.
Yeah, the city's in turmoil.
Everybody's in turmoil right now. County commissioners aren't really in turmoil, but Wilmington's in turmoil. Sabina's in turmoil with their governments. Couple final words here. First of all, the word of the day we didn't get to is rarefied. Rarefied, you always hear it used rarefied air.
Charlie, rarefied.
Not refied like the salsa, but rarefied like, the Papa Miguel's
You're in
salsa
rarefied air.
is in rarefied air above the other salsas. Or the music shop. Again, what's the name of it?
Earth Song.
Earth Song is in rarefied air because they're probably the only music place at the Renaissance Festival.
The only dedicated music shop. There's a couple places that have smaller things. And
Yeah.
But
Well,
honestly,
yeah, like
I
general.
haven't heard of any other music shop but theirs. And I'm not just saying that.
And the Mexican word? No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Final thought today comes from Les Paul. You can't go to the store and buy a good ear and rhythm. Guitar player. Can't go. Well, no, it just means sometimes people are born with talent. Sometimes people aren't. So.
And those who aren't can still work on it. but
Right.
You can't
right.
pay for it.
But some things just do come naturally. The people who kill me are people who can just sit down and play piano and not read no music.
That's how Grant is on the guitar.
Oh my God, it kills me.
Amazes me.
Daggone. Well, thanks for joining us today, guys.
Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. Bring your wife back next time.
Do my best.
Or she work all 5 days a week.
Typically, yeah. We'd have to plan pretty far ahead for that.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
got a couple months here, yeah. Because that would be nice to have her. If there's anyone else from out to Renfest you guys would like to bring in, I had some good friends. I had some good friends that used to. They were like one of the kings and queens that was always out at Renfest every weekend.
Okay.
Praters, Mike and Brooke Prather, and but
We do have a king and queen of the Renfest.
well, no,
They just have
A queen,
now.
no king.
yeah, they used to have
No king.
several.
It's Queen Elizabeth II. We're set in 1507, I think.
Yeah.
They used to have several kings and queens walking around, and that I mean, they didn't. I don't know if the Renaissance Festival paid them or they
First, not
volunteered.
Yeah, they're all good.
Huh?
They're all good. All right.
All right.
Lights moving.
Yeah, it is.
See everybody
And
later.
we're out of here.
Thanks
We will-
again, guys.
Thank you
We
much.
will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.